Hey guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the rip berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk and I'll add spinach and ginger? And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed and definitely have the power boost. Hey guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the rip berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk and I'll add spinach and ginger? And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed and definitely have the power booster and the collagen booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia, Custom Chaos? One of a kind.
You're one of a kind.
Booster juice, freshly made, your way.
Much retired.
You do know that after school you're not supposed to retire necessarily. You're supposed to
No, retired from curling.
yeah.
Competitive curling. The
Oh,
hectic
okay.
curling.
Yeah.
Where you're on the road every second weekend.
Yeah.
Especially being from where I'm from. It's a 7-hour drive no matter where you're going. So
Yeah, I learned that.
So the game is actually on
is it
YouTube.
it's on
Is it?
YouTube?
Yeah,
Wow. That's weird, eh?
they've already thrown. They're on seconds first for Japan. It looks like.
Especially being from where I'm from. It's a 7
No, it's not the wrong game.
They know guys they can hear us, so
Our commentary is live.
yeah, so we might wanna
Oh, okay. We'll just make it up. We are having some technical difficulties at the moment. For those of
We're
you-
having some wonderful early season technical glitches. It's awesome. Everybody is rusty.
And if we try to, if people can hear us and we try to talk them through by watching the YouTube feed, we're not going to be lined up, are we, Connor?
No, we're not.
No. Okay.
Some really good shots happening though. That
Yeah.
everybody knows because they can see them. We
Yeah.
just can't start commentating yet because our feeds are not the same.
No.
They appear to be in not in early season form. There's some really good shots that are happening in this game already.
They must have started even a couple minutes early, maybe, by the look of it, because it's our game this morning took 3 hours. They played an extra end, but that's too long for curling games.
That's a lot of curling. Like that's an
Yeah.
excessive amount of curling actually. That's why we put in clock in time clocks, right?
Yeah. I have seen over the years, I have seen in the odd club that actually had some system of clocks in for club play, but I also saw, I forget where I was now, but we saw, interesting, and I know down in New York, I think, when we played in the Big Apple Spiel and the clubs down there, St. Andrews and Ardsley, they used to have a button to push. You had to push how many rocks were counting at the other end, and if you so people could see because they couldn't see good enough. And if you didn't do that, man, it was like they wrapped the glass pretty good, pretty good.
Yes.
And for us, we're never used to doing that. I never remembered to do that practically every shot. I forgot to do that, so it took a little while. I think that was where it was, but I'm not 100% sure. It's a long, long, long time ago. So,
Oh, gotcha. Well, we can introduce ourselves. Hi, everyone. My name is Matt Hames, and it's so awesome to be here back watching curling and enjoying curling with you all.
yeah, Jim Nix here. Same comment. Nice to be back to get the 25-20 season, 6th season underway. Certainly, some of these people have played a little bit, but for the most part, everybody's on the ice for their either first or second event of the year. So, I see some new people, a few new teams, or partially new teams, and should be exciting. I think this Olympic year, we're only a couple months away from the Olympic trials. That's hard to believe.
Yeah, it is hard to believe. And what are some of the things that you think people should care about at the beginning of the season?
Well, good question. I think, well, first of all these guys, they're all going to be in shape. You have to assume that. And if anybody hasn't made the effort over the summer to stay in shape, that's going to be a problem because, you only have a couple of months to kind of get ready and be at your peak. So I think I think you'll see teams do a lot of practice. I think you got to manage your schedule a little bit. I think it's, for the teams that are definitely in, and we already have, I forget how many are already confirmed, but there's only one more to be decided on the men's and women's side. So, you got to manage that schedule a little bit. You don't want to get to the Olympic trials and, oh yeah, we're here now, but we're all worn out. So teams will certainly give some thought to what their schedule looks like. They probably already have done that, but regardless, that's certainly an important thing right now. So, and maybe adapting to the new or changing rules in sweeping as far as the brooms and foams and inserts and stuff like that goes. And I'm not up on all of them. You may be, Matt.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you do, you could comment on that. I don't. I know a little bit, but not very much. Just enough to probably tell lies about it. So I'd rather not do that.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly right. Like they've thrown rocks already. They've been out on the ice playing. So staying in shape, staying in physical shape, staying in curling shape by throwing a ton of rocks is pretty important thing. And then you can start to see how the foam is going to work, both in a curling club, like we're in a curling club this weekend. It's a 12-sheeter. It's a big curling club, but it's still a curling club. Yeah. It's not an arena. And so how the brooms are going to react to the rock, both early in a season, early ice, and also how the brooms are going to react to the rock throughout the next couple of events that they play in. So I think they'll be watching that. I think they'll be working on the things that you can't work on, like communication, talking to each other, pretty important. How you want to talk to people, like they're going to have a plan on how to do that, and then during these games they're going to execute on that plan. So it's just like their ability to throw the rock and their ability to sweep and their ability to understand the game is like, that's just all kind of a given, right?
Yeah.
What they need to practice in these kinds of early games is and I think we're back to live here, so we're watching Val play a peel here. They're going to practice communication, and they're going to practice the things that just make a curling team a team.
Yeah, okay. I don't have a screen yet, but I'm gonna go out and come back in here and see this. But I think you're dead right, though. While we're doing this, it's and it's so important. I mean, most of these teams have been together, mostly together, for the last 2 or 3 or 4 years, almost 4 years, and so they say they have that. People would say, well, don't they already have that? And they do, but that's the area that some little things can go wrong. You got to make sure that you have all that little stuff taken care of too, not just the big picture. Like you say, throwing the stone, doing all that kind of stuff is fine. Like you're going to be okay with that, but not so much for maybe some of the other stuff.
Yeah. So the Einarson team's in a bit of a pickle here. They've 2 buried. Well, not 2 buried, 1 buried, and they're throwing a guard on the second one. It's gonna leave like Kerri playing a double run back on her first in this end, which is not really what you want to play in the first end of your second game. But that's pretty much what we're looking at here. If you get a guard up here,
we saw Jordan McDonald make one this morning, and Connor sent me the link of it because that was during my trying to get going stage. It was pretty impressive. It was like something like you described, kind of not a double run back, but a run back having to miss another guard by a half an inch and made a double on 2 rocks and out. It was a really good shot, but it kind of made me think of that when you were describing this one.
So you can see the communication here from the Japan team. The inside sweeper is just going for weight totally, and the outside sweeper is yelling where it's going to stop. We can't hear it, but you can kind of assume it. They're trying to get this rock. They're trying to hook the run back, and they did. They hooked the double run back.
Yeah, the other thing about that too, what you just mentioned, Matt, and good to know is that, and this is something that may well come into play when you're at the Olympic trials in Halifax with 10,000 people in the stadium and everybody cheering for different teams, is that hand signals. The Koreans and a lot of the Asian teams in general do use a lot of hand signals, and that's something that the teams have to make sure that they know, and they do, but I need to make sure you're ready for that, because that might be a bigger item than you might get in your average curling game.
Right. Absolutely. So Kerri's playing the outturn draw to the button here. Again, not exactly, if you were to ask her at the beginning of this end, what is the shot you would really not want to play? It's an outturn draw the button against 2 on your first shot. But she's a player, so she would have practiced this and then in just a little bit of, like, you throw the draw of the button to see who's hammer, right? So expect this to be pretty close.
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
I mean, one of the things is that the guard, it hooked the double run back, but it left this outturn draw. So you could have left the guard a little bit wider and left Kerri the double run back. And I think if you want to leave Kerri something, it's more the outturn draw of the button than the double run back.
Just maybe not today.
just maybe not today.
Yeah, it's pretty good first shot of that.
It's a great first shot. This is a situation too where if you don't throw, like if you don't throw, 2 is going to be really hard.
Yeah.
If you throw this a little bit hard and kind of tick off a bit, you're going to bring a possible deuce into play.
Yeah, what you were talking about a minute ago happens so often on those guards where you can leave, and we talk a lot about it with our junior teams too, that you can leave a port sometimes. You're better off leaving a port that's like 15 inches wide or something than you are sometime over curling by a rock. So
yeah,
you just don't. It's just hard to get that through people's minds.
It is tough. If you do leave that guard way out there, and Kerri doesn't make the double run back, then her deuce is heavily in play and feel weird.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's not a bad result. It's gonna be a tough deuce.
Yeah.
Chance, they're looking to see right now if they get to the nose of that. They can only see half of it. So
Yeah.
If they get to the nose of it, can they make it?
I don't even think getting to the nose does it. I think they actually have to somehow get a
I
little
think
bit
they have to
inside
get
the nose.
They think they have to get a tiny bit inside of the nose too. Okay, never mind. She's playing 3/4 on the top red onto the yellow onto the red. Because why not? I like it.
Yeah,
It's actually a quarter probably. It's thinner than you think.
Yeah, 1/4 to a half. Yeah, it's not a lot of danger in this shot, to be honest, that I can see. I don't see that.
No, you can run it into the yellow one and still probably make this.
Yeah. At least not a lot of danger in the sense that you run a risk of giving up a point here. I think.
You'd be really hard pressed to give up a point here. So, I think they determined that they just couldn't make it with the intern, like with the low weight. They couldn't get to the nose or inside. So why not? There's no point trying that shot. Give this a whirl. Quarter rock. It's going to be moving. They're on it. No, it's just over curled on.
So that finishes up our first end here. Saville Shootout, and Einarson, by virtue of a great first shot, Matt, manages to pick up one at least in this end, and it did look bad for a while.
It did look bad, but we'll come back for the second end. We'll be back right after these messages.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbach coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
So we're back for end number 2. Kerri Einarson with a 1-0 lead over Yuina Miura. It's tough, some tough names we have here, but we're getting through them. And pretty good first end, though, really, for the start of the year, I think.
Oh, yeah. Lots of really, really great shots. Lots of rocks in play. Everything that you want in the first end. And do we have that? Oh, yeah. We got a miss here. We got a tick off the center line, and there goes the shot.
See everything in the first start of the season. The game we did this morning, we had 2 shots in a row, 2 ticks in a row, because both initial guards by the lead just didn't quite make contact with the center line. They got to play 2 tick shots, and Jordan McDonald's team made them both. So
yeah,
I figured they don't probably practice that very much anymore.
No, here and there you do. Again, like I think at the very beginning of the tick roll, people thought it was a really hard shot, and then you realize it was just a draw with a tighter ice. Like it's not a harder shot. It's just take the right ice and throw the right broom, and you got it.
Nice come around by Carly Burgess there.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, watching that come down and watching Shannon Bircher sweeping down there, and I thought, like, Kerri Einarson has to be excited as heck going into this season after last season. I mean, I don't know any curling team that ever had to have so many different lineups and so many different players, and and not know almost, I don't know how often, but it was just crazy the amount of games they had to play with different teams and teammates, and still overall had a pretty good year considering. So
yeah, I mean, one of the things about this game is that you only need to really be a team when you're not winning. When you're winning, you don't really have to be a team. You don't have to communicate, not as much. Like if you're making all the shots and everything is going great, everything is great. It's when you're not. It's when things are not going well that you need to be a team to be able to recover with each other. And with all the changes last year and all the different lineups, it's just hard to have a team. It's hard to be a team and be a cohesive unit.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Shannon Burchard with their first here in the second end.
Trying to make it curl. Want to get inside here if they can. It's moving. Not quite enough, though. Not a bad result.
Mentioned the start of the year. Miura did play this morning. She did lose a squeaker to Patterson of the U.S. 7-6. So she's playing her second game in this event. Kerri's just playing her first.
Bit of conversation about which one they want to hit here. I agree with the team. I think you hit the open one. No need to chase right now. It's early in the end.
Yeah, open and higher. Both those reasons I think fit on that shot. So it's good. As we pan out, you can see how many sheets there are here. There's a big curling club.
It's a very big curling club. So big they call it a center.
Yeah. About to open a new curling club here in the East Coast. Mayflower Curling Club's new facility is, I think, ready to go, and well, within the next couple of weeks, brand spanking new.
Oh, yeah.
On the outskirts of town.
The old Mayflower was such a nice club to go and visit and play in. The new one, I'm sure, was going to be amazing, though.
Yeah, it's a lot of money spent on it, and it's in an interesting location. It's in a very growing community out in Timberley area, and
yep.
I think it's going to prove to be a very good spot. I think.
I can't wait to come visit it.
A pretty nice shot there, just snuck it by.
Yep.
Yuina Miura now is going to run that front one off and hopefully pick up another one on the way by.
Yeah, just kind of bail for this end. You know, it started off pretty badly, taking the guard, and you know, so you're kind of bailing the rest of the end. You might as well just start now.
Yeah.
5 rocks to come, and there's no real offensive situation. There's no real good way to generate some offense right now. So might as well just try to go to the next end.
Yeah. Kyohani Saruga, second stone for the Japanese squad out of Sapporo.
Remember, the scoreboard is actually Miura with 1, or Einarson with 1, I mean. So not 0-0 like it says on the screen. It's a decent result again. So Kerri's going to decide here to just come around. You want to really make sure you get this like top 4 foot, but not tee line. No deeper than top 4 foot.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want them to be able to just follow you down in this situation.
Yeah.
So.
And you don't want to be taught. You just want to be like fully or half in the top 4 would be great.
Yeah.
So there's no double, and it's a tough come around.
So it might be a little late.
Yeah, they're going pretty hard.
Okay. Well, not so much late.
It's not a bad result. Good sweeping. That's what you're talking about with their making sure that they're strong and in shape.
Yeah, and Shannon coming off a year where I don't know how much she was able to do anything last year. I think she had knee issues, and she certainly didn't curl, but I don't know what else. I don't know if she had surgery.
A little bit on them there. That just jumped on them.
Yeah, and
everything was fine. And then
shooter's in a nice place. I just don't know if you're going to get to use it. No. If Kerri hits it for sure.
Yeah, she's not going to hit that.
No, I didn't think.
That they're strong and in shape. I think if you watch this rock, it just kind of jumps on them.
She was able to do anything last year. I think she had knee issues.
No, they weren't doing much. It just kind of.
But I don't know what else.
I don't know. It's a little bit on them there.
Or they just missed maybe a little time.
Yeah, it's a combination of. Just started really going. It just went there on them, and it's interesting. You got to watch that spot on the ice.
So left-hander Val Sweeting.
Just wants a nice halfway center guard here. Put some pressure on them. Doesn't need to curl. It just needs to go a bit. Looks pretty perfect.
Finance earning the money here in this end.
Yeah.
A couple of them, they've kind of went all the way.
Yeah, so this is a point. Third's last. Do you try like a back liner and just chip off it and try to throw it to the back 8 foot, and roll your shooter behind that corner guard.
Yeah, it's
if you ever tick the top guard, you still might keep it in play. Like, I think the key to this is that it's just a back line, not much.
Yeah, they haven't decided yet.
Yeah,
Are they playing the either or kind of thing at this point?
I think what they're doing is they're playing it. The question is going to be the weight call. I think they're playing it with a backline weight. Ice looks pretty tight for a backline, so I think they're playing it a bit heavier. But she did say if you take the top one, it's okay, or she kind of indicated.
Yeah, she might have said it too. We just wouldn't understand it.
Yeah, or heard it because we don't have any audio. But it's pretty quiet weight.
Yeah.
So the line looks pretty good. Line looks great. Gotta go.
A little lighter than I think she was expecting, maybe.
Yeah, that's the weight that I was actually expecting.
Yeah.
Is it going to spin? It's going to spin for second shot, which is a problem.
Yeah.
It's not a massive problem, but it's definitely nervous.
Yeah.
3/4 open, second shot. But it didn't take the guard very far, so you've got a little bit of way to throw this guard now.
Yeah, you got quite an area to throw it to, really, to be honest. And that's just the last shot for the Japanese team, I think, was just the weight may not have matched up to what the skipper was thinking, or that they just didn't communicate it as we were talking.
I think they didn't communicate it enough because the line was great. They weren't on it, and the weight, I think that weight was perfect.
Yeah.
And it just went on them. I did think it was a little tight ice, but it also just means that it kind of curled on them.
Yeah, I agree. I think they just needed to be a little sharper on that. If she gets by, she probably moves that yellow one to the back of the 8 foot.
Yep. Oh yeah.
It's been pretty good.
It's pretty good.
So Kerri Einarson now throwing a guard, just a short guard, tight guard.
You gotta go a little bit.
Close the hole a little bit more. That'll work.
Yeah, it'll work. You might have it. You might have a chance at. You could run them. You could run and like they're looking at nosing it and running them, and then they would be shot. They're looking at. You could try to double peel these out, but I don't think that gets you much. So I think you try this and nose it and give Kerri a decision. She either plays the out-turn tap or she chases the shot rock in the back. I think she probably chases the shot rock in the back.
Yeah.
If you nose this, I think you'll leave a big enough hole that she can chase it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got to make this one, obviously.
It'd be interesting to see the decision Kerri would have there, though, because
I think this is going to curl on him too. This is curling on him. This is not going to be good. Yeah, this is not going to be good. They're just getting a little bit fooled by the curl on that side.
Yeah, that one for sure. I mean, either that or she just really.
I think that was a little quieter than. Yeah. So the conversation now is Val was wondering whether or not we play the tap. So we play the tap and sit way better shot, or do we come around? Do we come around here and stop the in-turn draw?
Yeah, you got to be careful because you don't want to make her shot easier. Not that it'd be easy, but you certainly don't want to make it easier by sliding to the wide open on the tee line or something like that.
So I'm not entirely sure that she has an in-turn draw right now. Like, I don't think you can get by the top corner guard and that top one the way it moves at the end here. So I might be more inclined to try to sit better. I think if you throw the shot, she's gonna try the raise again, which she just played. I'd just try to make one a bit better here. I don't dislike this. I'm not saying that this is a bad idea.
Yeah.
I think a more aggressive shot is try to get in there a bit better and put some pressure on them.
Yeah, could certainly do that. She looks like she's going to try to just plug the hole, but
yeah, that was the goal. But you can see, right? Like it's just by this, and it's already on the top guards. Like I don't think that draw is there.
yeah,
I don't think that intern draw is there. It's definitely not there now, but I don't think it was there before.
I think you're probably right. You would have had to go down there just a little too much weight to hold it there.
So you're forcing an outturn draw away from the button, which nobody likes, or a wide outturn draw around that one around the one that's top 12 foot on the left-hand side, which also nobody likes.
Yeah, she is actually looking at coming down and either tapping or hitting the walk at the back of the 8 foot, just giving up a single.
Right.
That's probably not a bad thought.
Right. I think she's trying to play the hit and roll inside and thinking that she can actually get shot.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, maybe. I wouldn't hold my breath on that one, but
no, I wouldn't hold my breath either.
Yeah.
Like I don't. Again, I just want to be clear. I think what Kerri played was great. I would have tried to sit a better two.
Sure.
Myself, but I don't dislike her call.
Yeah. That's what's good about this game.
Yeah, there's a ton of ways you can go in it, right?
Not much fun talking about it if everybody thought the same thing every time.
Yeah, right.
What do you think? I think what you think. Anyway. Okay,
I
they got
think
to work hard on this.
They're missing how much this curls. That's their problem.
Going both
I don't
ways.
think they've figured out that it curls.
And that was the out turn. They've been playing the other turn. A big steal of 4 here for Kerri Einarson, the second end, to break this one wide open. Here at the Saville Shootout, you're watching on Curling Stadium with Jim Nix and Matt Hames, and we'll be back after the break.
That's life. That's what all the people say.
Hey guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the rip berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk and I'll add spinach and ginger? And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed, and definitely have the power booster and the collagen booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia, Custom Chaos? One of a kind.
You're one of a kind.
Blister juice, freshly made your way.
Sweep call.
Wait on every sweep call, put the brim in the wrong spot. All bad things.
Well, we're back for end number 3. And Yuina Miura, who we've just found out Skip is missing this weekend. She's off being a alternate player with another team, and she's not here. But the rest of the squad is here, and they just dropped 4 in the second end and trail Einarson 5-0 after 2. So going to be a tough battle now, Matt, to get back in this.
Yeah. So the Skip is not in Canada because she is registered as an alternate for Team Uemo at next week's Japan Olympic Trials. So, yeah, this is definitely going to be a struggle for this team without their Skip. You know, we talked about the struggle last year for Einarson's team with different lineups that when you got different lineups, it's hard to have communication. That's the first thing that goes when your lineup is different.
Yeah, and I think just watching the second end a little bit, the whole thing makes a little bit of sense, because even though, you expect all their third stones at this level to be able to skip, and they sure can, but some teams, it's not quite the same. The third stone is not used to being in the ring, so she certainly called a lot of shots that end that she either didn't have enough ice or didn't have enough weight called or whatever it would be. So that might have been a little factor, the fact that she's not always in the house and just get a little fooled here early in the year. So anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they had a really, really good first end. Like, they put some serious pressure on Kerri. Had to make a pretty solid out-turn draw to the button in the first end on her first rock.
Exactly.
And and then that end wasn't a 4. Like, that didn't play out like a given up 4. It's just obviously misread of the ice on a shot to basically just give up a steal of 1. Just a again, a little bit of lack of communication and a little bit of unsure where to stick the broom, and unsure when to jump on the sweep call.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way to me, for sure. I agree. They had 3 or 4 in a row last end that they just didn't manage the actual shot very well.
And this is one of the hardest times when you're down 5 after 2. You lost your first game at the Bonspiel. It's a new team. Like, how do they bounce back, if you will? Like, what are some of the tactics for bouncing back here?
Well, for me, I think the old thing is you can't, that old saying, you can't get it all back at once, and that's so true. And somehow you have to believe that. You have to get aggressive. You can't afford to just keep giving up points. So, got to find a way to get 2, but just believe that 2 is really good right now, and then. And use that and say, well, it's like being down 2 playing the last end. You need 2 to tie. Well, that's what you got to do. You got to kind of find a way to get a couple of points and then deal with it after that. But that's what you got to do. And we saw it, as you mentioned, the first end. They certainly made a lot of good shots. They were on their way to stealing 1 or 2 points till Einarson makes a perfect draw to the button on the outside there. And so that's what you got to think. You got to convince yourself of that.
Yeah, just get a deuce, right? Like, let's have a good end. Let's get a deuce and see how it all goes.
Exactly.
Make your shots.
You're here because you're good enough to be here. You're not here because you want to take a trip from Japan to Edmonton, sort of thing. It's like they're good enough. They deserve to be here. They've been here before, and they can certainly play well enough to do it. You just gotta hang in there and get at it.
Hang in there is the way to do it. Like, we would call it grinding. Like, you just got to start to grind a bit now, right? And really focus, grab a deuce, maybe get lucky, get a 3. But a deuce gets you right back in this game. You get a deuce, you get a force, you get a deuce, and all of a sudden you're only down 2. So
exactly, yeah.
Like that, we call that the curling math. You don't, as you said, Jim, you don't have to get them all back this end. In fact, you're not going to get them back this end.
Yeah.
You just got to get a couple back. So.
Right now, that's not looking great, so they got to figure out a way to get in here. They got a couple of nice corners, but
yeah, they got a couple of nice corners. I think what they want to do here is keep the shooter. They want to start thinking about ways to keep their shooters around as much as possible, because Kerri's going to start to get rid of them.
Yeah.
One thing is they just might be underthrowing these a bit. Yeah, they're going to lose the shooter here. It's okay.
Yeah.
But it just means that. Yeah, she might throw a center guard here.
I think she will.
Yeah. I think she's throwing a center guard because she doesn't. The guard on the left-hand side is not really hurting her. So there's only one guard that's really hurting her.
Yeah.
If the guard on the left-hand side was a little tighter, she might walk up and peel. But as it happens right now, you can't get around those guards, and you can't get around the one on the right and be second shot.
Yeah.
So she's not that worried about them yet.
No. And Kerri's not against going after you a little bit here too. Like,
yeah, no, absolutely.
Stuck the knife in and just to twist it a little bit, kind of thing at this point, and willing to take a little bit of risk to do that. Not taking a massive amount of risk here, but
when you got somebody down like that, you want to keep them down, right? You
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Go after them as well, and they're just thinking the same thing. Just execute and make shots, and it's a little bit of an out here. If she can hack weight this over, I like the first shot more.
Yeah, I did too. It's the other thing we talk about sometimes. Sometimes your first thought's your best thought, right? So
It can be, yeah.
yeah.
I think this is one of those scenarios where she's too worried about shot rock, and instead, it's only thirds first, so you don't have to be shot right now to score a deuce. This is gonna bring this. It's not bad if you execute here.
Yeah. She's getting out there with the broom now, anyway, so I think she'll have enough ice on this shot.
Lots of rotation. It's tremendous amounts of rotation. It's really good for an arena. It doesn't always work great in a curling club, but the ice curls so much here that it's going to be fine.
Yeah. It's very nicely done.
Really, really good result. Yeah. She might just follow it.
Yeah, I think she'll probably, I was going to say, I think she's probably going to guard, but, that's one where you're kicking yourself a little bit now saying, geez, maybe I shouldn't have guarded up there, but you can't do that. You can do that all the time in curling, so.
Well, so you throw this guard and this out-turn hit and roll is still available, and you might tick them as you go by.
Yeah.
Which would be great. And even if you don't tick them as you go by, it's still great.
Yeah, get number, 2 and 3.
Yeah, because then what do you, like if you're carried, what do you throw? You should just throw guards on your, you just guarded this draw.
Yeah. Well, Sweeting's going her out turn. Just sneak it by that outside one. Straight guard she's throwing here.
That's what she's playing. If she gets it on the way by, it's gold. But even if she misses it, I don't think she's going to hit it on the way by and make the roll. But if she does this, Kerri's kind of either got to chase it or throw a guard up there, and now all of a sudden you're playing a run back to set 2.
That's right. Yeah, it's a big shot here. You got a chance here a little bit of a chance. Doesn't look like it maybe, but she does have a really good possibility of forcing.
If she can make this hit and roll, it puts a ton of pressure on. A little heavy, it looks like.
Yeah, maybe a little tight.
Not.
The skipper called them on right out of the gate here.
It's on the guard.
Yeah.
Not good. This is going to end up really badly because it's going to take off.
And probably a little on the light side, but.
Actually doesn't end up horrible. It could have been worse. It really could have been worse. That red rock ain't going anywhere.
No. The horrible part is Kerri gets to throw it on before you throw another one. That's the horrible
part. No, that's the horrible part.
Yeah. But, it's, you got
no intern. Yeah, you got no intern to get shot rock. You could maybe play the wide angle left-hand guard onto the back one.
Yeah, I think you could. I think you could play it, and you could make 2. You see it here in the inset. It's you could hit that. If you hit that square on the yellow, you might end up with both yellows going and both reds staying, but you got to get it going in perfect direction. But
I think you could also play the rock that isn't even on the inset, the one that's on the top right and straight onto the yellow.
Okay, yeah.
It's long, I gotcha, but it's not. You're not in desperation. That would be your last rock shot anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see what she does here. Decent guard, looks like. Maybe a little tighter than they pencil it.
Yeah.
It might take a nose hit on this. Just hit it on the nose.
Yeah. Yeah, if you run the one she just threw in, you might sit 1 when you're done. Other shot, you might sit 2, but this one I think is a whole lot easier than the angle.
I think you do this one now. I don't think you throw the angle one. I think it's too much of a risk.
Yeah, and you won't have another. You definitely won't have a shot after you're done if you don't make it. So. So it looks like a straight. Going to be probably a run back here on this shortish guard on the out turn.
With that ice, it's not. There's not throwing it super hard.
No, and that
Probably
seems to be
more
your
like
trouble.
just a kind of a normalish, maybe. So there, big part about this communication will be the weight. If she throws the weight, if she throws the right weight for it to curl.
I don't know if they've ever missed a rock on the high side here in the last couple of ends, so I
don't think so either.
that try to remember that when you're throwing it. This is still going to take, if you're going to make this, you're still going to, like you say, throw kind of a normal kind of weight here.
Yep.
Can't be too much later than that.
Doesn't look bad.
No, looks good judging by when they're sweeping and not sweeping. No,
Yeah, it's just a little high. Oh, that's gonna be the mark too.
Yeah, gonna be trouble.
I think all they're gonna be left is this wide red back into the shot rock, which is not good. Kerri's looking and saying, there's only 2 shots for 2. Both guards coming in. And the easier of the 2 shots for 2 is the easier of the 2 shots for 2 is probably the one on the right hand side.
As we look at it,
I just want to be clear with that. Neither one of them are easy. They're very, very precise.
Yeah, I'm thinking, well, that's the one. She's guarding the one that I think is the easier of the 2 to get to.
Yeah, I think so too.
Same thing, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she's playing.
The other one.
Playing an intern here. She's coming. She's coming just like she's basically playing just to stop that angle. So she's trying to put it. She's trying to put it like somewhere around the top 12 that just takes away that angle.
Yeah.
Which is the right way to play this card too.
Sure.
Just got to get it in the way.
Whereas once we get our new telestrators, we'll be able to draw the circle on there.
Oh, don't give me a telestrator, man.
How easy that is, though.
That could be. That's a tool I don't need in my life.
Yeah. I need like a bingo marker or something. You can just dab it, so you don't have to.
Just dab, yeah. Just
stuff,
dab the spot you want to hit.
Yeah. So Kerri Einarson now with a intern guard, with a halfway guard, trying to.
I think she probably wants this about top 12ish, honestly.
Okay.
Just in front of the top 12.
Yeah, just got to make sure it gets out far enough to take that red raise away.
Yeah, it's really a distance call. Like get it so that it just takes that away.
Yeah, perfect.
Which she did. So you could throw this peel for 1. One is maybe not enough, but it's better than not 1.
Yeah.
So just hit what you can see here. I basically hit what you can see, and you get 1. You're down 5-1.
Yeah. It's one nice thing about the line call. If you're calling the line here, all you really got to do is just make sure you get by that top one, and you're probably going to score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's moving. Looks pretty good-ish. Yeah.
Close. Great shot.
Oh. Yep. Oh, the spin back. No, you're good. Good for 1.
Yeah, great shot by the Japanese skip, and we've got. It's only 1 point. She's still going to trail, but she's at least on the board, and hopefully can make a bit more of a comeback as we go on. At the end of 3 here, we've got Einarson 5, Miura 1. We're back after the break.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next curling stadium.
The rock faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Mowat, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and après curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock!
So we're back for end number 4, and Japanese squad scored one the last end, Matt, and made a really nice shot to do it.
Yeah, no, it was a great shot for one, and it gives them a tiny bit of momentum and a bit of belief, and like you said, you just gotta grind. They're gonna throw another center here. They're gonna ignore that one in the back. Just make sure you get it on the center line, and then try to get these as far away from each other as possible.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so great to have curling back. If you're unsure of all the coverage, go to curlingzone.com. There's all the games are there, and just click on the little link and it'll take you right to YouTube, and you'll be able to see all these games. They're also being streamed on Facebook, so go to curlingzone.com or go to Curling Zone's Facebook page, and you can see them there too. And it just stayed on. Jim, it's good that it stayed on, but it's not an ideal position because those are actually double peeled now. You want those to be lined up.
Ideally you would like to line them right up, but for now, it's you're right. It's not a bad spot at least. So
yeah, it's September curling. It's a good shot, but the problem is that this Einarson team is often in good form, and they're going to take a run at this double peel.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Well, this might make it a bit more complicated.
Yeah, I was going to say this might complicate a little bit.
We were saying something about September curling.
Yeah, that was a definite.
That is not the ideal situation right here.
No, that was
interesting. Interesting to play the outturn here.
Yeah,
I don't
get it. You just threw in turns down there. Just go ahead and come around it.
Yeah.
And the stagger's in a better way for you and everything. So
I don't, like you play this outturn because you want to try to get 2 rocks in there eventually. Like you're kind of hoping for a miss. You play the intern, and we can go either way.
Yeah, I mean you can get closer to the pin on this way probably, but that's probably not essential right now. But
anyway,
nice shot.
Good shot. Yeah.
Yeah, really good
shot.
shot.
I think you're gonna see like a pretty solid outturn peel here with every intern peel with everything. Everything's gonna be moving.
Yeah, Shannon Burchard certainly could throw it hard enough before her injury last year. Let's see if she can still get the weight up there. I'm sure she can.
Oh yeah. Good positive release. Just make sure you roll the shooter. Good result.
Yeah.
Just straight guard. You really don't wanna be close to this yellow rock. Again, you want to be as far away from this yellow rock. Like the ideal situation, if I had a dabber right now, Jim, I would put it kind of just over the hog line, just a couple inches off the center line. I'd tease the draw. Kerri's never going to draw.
Take a little bit of the back one away, or would you worry about the back guard? I mean, would you try to cover a little bit of that, or would you worry about that right now?
I wouldn't worry about that. I'd want it to be as far away from this yellow rock as it possibly could.
Yeah.
If she was to ignore these and chase the back one, that's what I want.
Yeah.
So I don't think you need to sweep this. I don't think that helps you in any way, shape, or form because she's always playing this double peel.
Yeah.
So I think you wanted that. I'd have, like, if it's 2 feet over the hog line, I think it's a better result. Just makes this a little tougher. They swept that pretty hard at the end there to make this double peel easier.
Yeah.
None of these are easy, but it's easier for these ladies.
Well,
Yeah.
So I like the Japanese squad's position here right now.
Yeah, it's good. It's not. It's again. There's 4. They're gonna play 3 double peels, and is Val gonna miss 2 and Kerri miss 1? Like, I just don't. Maybe that's what you're hoping for at this point. So you're still trying to make this as far away as you possibly can.
Yeah.
From the other rock.
Indicating a 2, so it's going to be a little deeper than maybe we're thinking.
They're going pretty far out there too. Now they're sweeping it for distance.
Yeah, trying to close the hole. Yeah.
It's not actually bad.
Might get away with it.
I still think you can double peel these off and roll and shoot your spin. Like,
yeah, you can. Yeah.
I think you can do that. You can also pretty easily. Yeah, you can. There's ways that this can curl a bit too much. If you hit the one on the left first, it's not going to be as good.
No. Yeah, you could leave at least one of them here if you're a little unlucky, but it's right in the smack in the middle. It's
a good spot. It's a good shot.
Yeah, that's about as good as you were going to do on that.
Yeah, and that takes away the intern draw of the button. Not that that's ever going to be a thing, but it does take it away.
Yeah.
Now you're just straight guarding. That was the issue, right? Like the problem with putting the rocks beside each other like that is that if they make this, now it's just a straight guard, and it's so tough to throw guard here. It curls so much. Like if it's high, then it's chaseable, and if it's tight, then it's runnable.
Yeah.
Like there's about a 3 square centimeter spot you can put this that makes it tough to run it and tough to chase it. That is not going to be as awesome as you. Still going to run it.
She's probably going to peel. Yeah, I was going to say she's probably going to peel it, but
she's thinking hard about it though.
Yeah.
She's debating. She's saying, if we were to get 2 here, they might shake. It's a long bounce field.
What are you doing here?
I'm running it.
Yeah, I am too. I don't see the point in getting fancy on this back.
Yeah.
It's just only 3.
I could so the argument here is it's 3/4 open. I could probably get to the nose with a quiet weight, and I might, even if I don't get it past the back one, even if I dead jam it, that's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
But if I take the guard, we roll on for second or third shot, and then that's again puts a ton of pressure on them, right? So if you peel here, you take a lot of pressure away from them, because then of course they're just throwing a guard.
Yeah. If
you do chase this and keep your shooter somewhere, it just puts a tremendous amount of pressure on them.
Yeah, I don't know. Even though they may not be in perfect spot, I don't like the idea of giving her a chance to sit 2 against me. And I think if I just peel that off, she's gonna make 2 perfect guards.
Yeah.
For me not to score at least.
I was just giving you the other argument. I would
agree.
Walk up and peel it in a heartbeat.
Oh no, I definitely I agree that I was surprised we're gonna even think about that as long as they did. That's all.
You never ever stay up late at night thinking to yourself, "Man, I wish I didn't peel."
Yeah.
You always stay up late at night thinking to yourself, "Man, I wish I peeled."
Yeah. On its way.
Yeah. Just a solid half rock peel. Oh, I don't think that impacts anything, but it did tick it on.
It did put it on, yeah. It shouldn't come back to shouldn't matter at all. Anyway,
it shouldn't matter.
But
yeah. Stranger things have happened, Jim. Stranger things have happened, but I don't think it's gonna matter.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because she's gonna throw a guard here. Anderson is, and the only way that it would matter is if they did a chase, jam the back one, and rolled open, and then the Japanese team hit and rolled behind again. Now all of a sudden you're throwing against 3. But I just don't see any of that scenario happening. Like, I think Kerri peels this guard in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
It's pretty high though. This is the high guard that they might have overswept it. Oh, did oversweep it. Well, see, that, you know, if she chases it and jams it on the back one and rolls out a tiny bit, which she's gonna do, she's gonna chase it. You might bring that biter into play after all, Jim.
Yeah, you might be right.
This is the scenario. You can't miss this. You can't miss this on the high side.
No.
You'd rather take the guard than miss it on the broom side.
Yeah.
But if you ever miss it on the broom side and shoot that back one, dead gem that back one, and roll a bit, leave a hit and roll inside, or even roll out, probably be hard pressed to roll out with this ice and this weight. But yeah, let's see what happens. That's why we play the game.
Yeah. Kerri Einarson with their first here in the 4th end. Delicate little shot, but you're looking at one of the top skips in the world, so I don't think it's a real difficult shot for her. Just might be a little tiny bit tricky being this early in the year and all that kind of stuff.
Trying to get inside here, so they want to get pretty tight to this guard. They don't look really tight, but I think it's going to be fine. It's hanging out there.
I think he's going to be right on the back one.
I think it's going to be on the back one. Sweep the back one, ladies. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, they're just not really
Just
they're not as into this as they need to
not
be.
into the game.
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably just looking at it and going, "Why is it going to matter?" But man, if you're actually third shot here, I don't know that I don't know that you're unhappy about that scenario. And they never put a broom to it. They just put it like a casual broom at the very end there, just like, oh, mom.
Yeah. That's a ton of ice.
It is a ton of ice. I think they're playing like back 8. I think they're just trying to
chip it out instead too?
Yeah, just chip it to the back 4.
Yeah.
I don't even think they also have suffered from we've hit a lot of guard syndrome.
Yeah.
So you over adjust sometimes.
Yeah.
This does look a tremendous amount of ice though.
Yeah. Yeah, because you got to throw enough weight. You don't want to just move this like 2 feet. That's not going to help you at all. You move it a couple feet and she just hits you for 2. So
yeah.
Assuming you're on the outside of that, I don't know.
She's trying to get on the inside. They're trying to get it really tight to the guard, and then they're not going to, but that's what they were trying for.
Yeah.
It's coming over.
No. It was tough to get to the inside, but probably not a bad choice. I mean, you had to.
Yeah, no, you have to give it a try. I was wondering if you try to run in the. Yeah, I'm not sure that was there, but they gave it a whirl.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, this is for 3. Just so you know, this is
Yeah.
because they didn't sweep that back one.
Yeah.
This is for 3. This is like 3/4 rock for 3, and that's 8-1. That's gonna be your ball game.
Yeah.
I think
you're right. Matter of fact, I don't think they'll even keep playing. I think they'll say that's good enough.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like they're gonna shake, and that's gonna be.
Yeah.
And that's 2, like down 7-1. You might play the 5th. 8 is probably the number that, that old sitcom. 8 is enough. 8 is enough.
First 8 usually wins. So.
Yeah, first 8 often wins, and
she doesn't get a lot of ice, so she's throwing okay weight.
Yeah, she's throwing a decent amount of weight. She can probably hit half a rock with this. Ooh, this is curling. This is on the guard. Now we're gonna play some more curling.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? They're better off. It's a good thing they didn't just get it.
Yeah, right. If that just comes by, steal of one.
Okay, so Kerri Einarson does pick up 1. Almost a little fortunate there to get it, but she gets 1 and takes a 6-1 lead into the 6th end right after the break. Or 5th end right after the breaks, apologize.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at the RockShop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. The RockShop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
So we're back. Jim Nix and Matt Hames with you here at the Saville Shootout, the Saville Curling Center in Edmonton, Alberta, where we have a game between Kerri Einarson and Miura from Japan. Minus Miura, we mentioned before, she's actually not here, but their team is here, and they just survived the last end in this. They only give up 1 point.
Yeah.
Live and play this one, Matt.
Yeah, it's not, it could be worse. It could be tremendously worse. So Einarson with a decently non-precise shot for 3, and it just might have thrown it a little soft and over-curled on him a bit. You've seen that a couple of times.
Yeah.
Good guard. Yeah. That's a good spot for a guard. Nice and little halfway, biting a bit of the 8-foot. That's what you're hoping for. So,
yeah,
good guard.
Yeah, I think so far it just seems our Japanese team is just not quite as intense as you usually see these teams, and it has been a bit of a long day for them. I mean, 2 games this time of year. You played 2 games before. Times it out there 1:30 in the afternoon, so they're playing. Playing their second game of the day, and not very much time in between, so they could be a little tired. I don't know when they flew in, but add it all up, and without your skip, and it's sometimes tough to hang in and stay focused. But because they've just seen some fairly easy mistakes by this team, and we shouldn't really expect to see that. I don't think too much.
Maybe they've been enjoying the late summer weather in Edmonton a little.
Maybe so.
They got a little while before the weather really turns. So
yeah.
I'm just kidding. Just early. It's early in the. It's early in the season.
Yeah, that's right. I see almost everybody wearing jackets out there, so that tells me that they've at least got the temperature down in the rink. So
yeah, oh yeah, they're going to be. The ice is great. The ice is running really good. Hats off to the ice team for making it's curling everywhere. Like we're not seeing any spots where it's like, oh, I can't believe that didn't curl. Like it's curling everywhere. So it's great ice.
Yeah, I agree.
And there's a lot of curling on this weekend. And if you're not sure what to watch, just go to curlingzone.com. On the left-hand side on the desktop, you're going to see all the options to go see. The season is back, and there's curling just about everywhere, which is awesome.
Yeah, we've got a couple draws at least a couple draws every draw, I think, from now right through Sunday.
Yep.
They're being broadcast, and then might be some others that are just the visual. I don't know. I haven't looked that far ahead, but I know we're here a lot this weekend and looking forward to it.
No, yeah, this right now out there's 10 games going on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
lots of curling to watch. Lots of curling both to watch if you're not there, and certainly curling to watch if you're there. If you're close to the Saville Center in Edmonton, then go see, because it's a great facility.
For sure. You can go to the mall anytime. You can't come to the Saville Shootout anytime other than this weekend.
Right, exactly.
So, anyway, Miura has a couple of corner guards up in pretty nice locations.
Yeah, just the goal here is to just keep this rock in play, and it's a really kind of perfect shot. Like, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be shot. It just has to be in a spot that you force Kerri to chase it, because now you can start either coming around those corners or playing hit and rolls.
Yeah, if she'd been able to squeeze another 3-4 inches out of that, it would have been beauty right behind the guard. But
yeah, I still think it's a good spot, even open. Like, the goal is to get him to chase this and not peel a corner.
Yeah. Bircher throwing a bumper weight shot here that I think she set out a little bit. She has that little bit of a turn, different release. And
might not get any contact.
Touch anything. No.
Oof. I would have also been up there to sweep that if it was a tick. Just straight draw. No need to hit those rocks yet.
No.
No need.
So a chance to build a little something here. If the Japanese squad can kind of get this one behind the corner, all of a sudden you've got 2 behind corners, and the other team's sitting a couple, but they're not in any.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Kerri's ever thrown a center guard on these, so
no, exactly.
I don't think not yet. It might come down to it, but not yet. Got to make this. Got to get this in the. Got to get this in the rings. Buried is not critical. It's critical that it's on the paint. It would be awesome if it was buried. They're not switching. It's interesting that they're not switching. Obviously, they're pretty confident it's going to curl. And they are correct to be confident. I don't know anything, Jim.
That's all right. Anyway, it's a good setup so far.
Yep. Just try to make this go away. If you're Kerri, you're going to roll your shooter over, which could leave a double. Yeah, this Senda's going to have some intrigue. This team from this team from Sapporo, Japan has a chance here.
Val Sweeting taking a shot at this one. Val's in turn. You would expect it to curl a little bit better. Shannon does a little pop out on the out turn, although they're working pretty hard at this, but I think she's fine.
Yeah, she's good.
And actually takes that corner kind of out of the picture a little bit. So
it does, but it does and it doesn't. Like, you could the key to this, you could play off that one into the middle of the 2.
Yeah.
So hit and roll over here, or you could play this one. Either one, like, you just have to keep your shooter.
Sure.
So you want to kind of throw the weight that's going to keep your shooter here. And don't nose this. Nosing this could be dead. Oh, this is curling. Yeah. It's curling like crazy. Switch now and cross it. Just roll the other way. Yeah, they switched a bit late, but let's see. Can't take a run at the double because I think the double jams. So
yeah, it's not. Yeah, I think you're right. If you actually try to make the double, I think you're jamming on the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're okay to just nose this if you're Kerri. It still might. The problem is when you nose this, Japan might be sitting. They might actually be sitting second shot after this. Just playing a nose hit. Could just play peel and try to run the red into the red too. Val could throw that.
Carly Burgess trying to hold this one straight.
Yeah. So there's still, Japan is sitting second shot from the looks of things from the overhead. It's really, really close. Kerri wasn't sure. I think it's red by a lot. So Now what you want to do is you want to get this to a point. Do you have to hit? The question is, do you have to hit?
I don't know that you have to hit right now, but if they're sitting 2, I'm going to be thinking pretty hard about trying to make this shot with a little hit and flop rather than a straight draw.
Your second shot, I think red is definitely second shot.
Oh, okay.
So if you go around this one, you're second and third, which puts a lot of pressure on Kerri. I really like this call, actually. I don't think you need to hit that top one on thirds last yet, because I think if you can get one in here and be second and third, it puts a lot of pressure on. No, I think it's going to overcurl on him, though, unfortunately, and tick it up to B. Couldn't have ended up worse. What is she looking at? She's not looking at
6-1 lead. I don't know if you want to be having quite so many rocks in play if you're Einarson, but
yeah, right. She's gonna definitely. Unfortunately, the worst part about that is that I tapped the yellow one for second shot behind the corner guard, so it's just gonna be lost. She might be playing this with just like an intern peel with a lot of weight and rolling it over to the other one. To the other red.
Judging by the ice, I think you might be right.
Yeah.
And she likes to throw that shot. We know that. She likes to throw the high hard one.
She's just going to try to roll as close to that other red as she possibly can, but basically get this away. It's basically just make it go away, and you don't even care about your shooter anymore because there's no double on 1 and 2. You're not going to bring that red rock into play, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's pretty hard now. Kerri Einarson bringing the heat. This one seems like it must have to curl a little bit. Nobody's touched it.
Nobody's doing anything.
Well, certainly still have 2 on the table here because you can multiple places to roll on this shot.
Yeah, I think you chase the one that's buried and try to roll over to where a broom is and hope that you get a good miss. And you could play that. You're playing that for 2. If you play it the other way, you do have a chance of bringing that red rock into play. But it is very late in the end. So if you played an out turn, come around, the same as shot as Val, right? Hit what you can see and roll behind beside the yellow, and then Kerri misses, you have a chance at 3. The big part in that sentence is if Kerri misses.
Yeah.
And so the other option here is to play this shot and force a run back, and if Kerri can't hold the run back shooter, then you play the little tap for 2.
Yeah.
So again, both scenarios, neither one is wrong. Both scenarios require a miss from Kerri or a half shot.
Yeah, crucial to get some kind of a roll here.
Yeah. Might have been easier to get the roll the other way, but that's not bad. So there's a chance here. There's again, she's just gonna play the exact same shot, same turn, just blast it. If she overcurls a bit and it rolls out, then problem. Yeah, no. Yeah, you're gonna have a chance. So she's not playing it with as much weight, Jim. A little bit more.
Yeah, it's. I think you're right. I think there's still a good chance that the Japanese squad will have a shot at 2. Not necessarily for sure, but there's a good chance because she's got to hit. If she hits this, half a rock and doesn't stay somewhere, then they get a chance to maybe go after that shot rock and get 2 that way. Yeah. So there's a couple of opportunities. We're going to require a bit of a miss from Kerri, but doesn't require a complete total miss. But
just a half shot here.
They need a little help. Yeah.
You're sweeping it. It's curling, so that's good. No, this is good. Does she have a double for 2?
I think so, yeah.
I think so. I throw it pretty hard.
Yeah, hard, but might be easier than it was going to be a minute ago, or just as easy anyway.
Playing the out turn at it
Yeah.
Not an easy way to play this, for sure.
You better throw it hard if you're going to play the out turn there, I think. You're not giving yourself much wiggle room.
No, she was. Yeah, I think you have to throw this hard anyway because you want it to go. You want it to go kind of straight sideways.
Almost straight sideways, yeah.
Out turn.
2/3 to 3/4.
Yeah. Half might make it too.
Yeah,
It's
half
somewhere
might,
between all those.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Half or half.
Somewhere less than nose, anyways.
Somewhere less than nose. Probably good.
Jeez, it looks like they need to stop
close.
sweeping to me.
Yeah,
she got it.
Good shot. Solid deuce. Definitely too.
So, terrific shot by our Japanese. Somewhere less than nose, anyway.
Somewhere less than nose.
I thought they were going to
probably
oversweep this
good.
for a minute. Nah,
Yeah.
geez, it looks like they need to
pretty
stop
close.
sweeping to me. Called it perfectly. Well done. She got it.
Yeah, called it. Shot.
So
Beautiful.
after
Solid
5
deuce.
ends now, we have a 6-3 game with Kerri Einarson leading. Here at the Saville Shootout, we'll be right back after the break.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
So welcome back to Curling Stadium's coverage of the Saville Shootout here in Edmonton, Alberta. Jim Nixon, Matt Hames on the mics, Connor Sims on production. I think Rory's on camera as well. I'm not positive of that, but we're having a good time here. Second game of this event. Only second draw today. It just started this morning, so looking forward to this season. Now you're watching on Curling Stadium. Be sure to like and subscribe to our site on YouTube. It certainly helps make it possible for us to bring you all of these events throughout the year. So have a score 6-3 for Kerri Einarson leading over Miura of Japan. Einarson with hammer, so sitting in a pretty nice spot right now as we start this end, Matt.
Yeah, this is a big end for both teams, right? If Einarson can grab a deuce, that might be enough. If the team from Sapporo, Japan, without their skip, can grab a steal here, it makes things a little bit more interesting.
It does.
A couple of good guards, they're well lined up. That's the second end in a row they got good guards set up, so you can see how important it is to get those good guards. They got some good shots in the first end too, but it so matters to get those guards in the right spot, especially against a team like this.
Yeah, I think really just at the second end there, when they were just trying to adjust to the ice and just played shot after shot after shot with a combination of not enough ice and not enough weight probably, that just kind of caught them, and they seem to have got it figured out a little better here now, and might be a little too late, but maybe not. You know, you steal one here, steal one in the next end, all of a sudden the last end becomes pretty exciting. So it's got to go hard though here. It's no holding back now, and Miura needs to just basically try to steal at all costs here.
Yeah, just try to get these again. Just try to get these rocks in play in somewhere. That's not bad. I think Kerri's sitting there going, I know where we go. Right
Well, that
in,
was a lot better for stop 2 or 3 feet shorter, though.
yeah. Right, like she doesn't really want rocks in the 4-foot, and this kind of forces a hit and roll inside.
Yeah.
Like I'd be tempted to think about like a hit and roll out to the wing, or even a hit and roll out.
If you're Einarson, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, rocks in play are not your friends right now.
No. Is she trying to roll the other way? Is she trying to roll in behind?
She indicated like a little tiny hit and roll behind, and
okay.
We'll see whether or not that's what they do when they're down here. They're sweeping it to try to roll them behind. I think you just come down with like the same kind of way, right? Like just a draw. You don't need to hit this.
That looks like more or less what she's doing. Kind of back 8 foot, indicating back 8 foot for weight.
Yeah. She wants to get that one on the. You're not going to get that one on the button to the back 4-foot with back 8 weight.
No.
So I don't think that's what you care about right now. What you care about is that your shot rock sits right on top of that one that's on the top of the button.
Yeah.
Your shooter, I mean, not your shot rock. So I think this can be T-line weight, and I think you make the shot.
What I did like about that shot was a very much more demonstrative and firm call on the shot. It seemed early in the game we were just kind of like just throw it up there somewhere. It's like I never liked that. So
this is not
got a curl.
This is not a good result.
No, not good.
Just overthrown. Just heavy. Yeah. That's way too heavy.
Yeah, that's in the hack almost.
Yeah. Just needed T-line with sweeping there. You didn't really need. Although you might have punched it enough that you can chase it with the intern, like freeze to it with the intern, which could be
maybe
could be their only out in this end.
Yeah, you can definitely get to where you'd be number 2, in front of it, and just sort of corner freezing on it. But anyway, lots of rocks to go here. Yeah, we'll see what Shannon does on this one.
Not even halfway through the end.
No, and Kerri's not running out and peeling guards, so
so that's a positive thing.
That even surprises me a little bit, to be honest. But
I'm with her. I'm not sure that the guards are in a really good spot, so you can't really double peel them. So you peel that one, and now all of a sudden they freeze to the one with the out turn.
Yeah.
And you feel kind of like, well, what were we doing? Because then you're peeling again, and now.
Yeah, that's right. I missed the high guard on that one. I was looking at the right-hand picture there and didn't see that high guard. So
this is going to force the intern. It's going to force the intern freeze, probably. Yep, that's your shot. Unfortunately, that's all you got. Unless you want to try to bail, and I don't think you can really bail when you're down 3 without.
It's really, really tough.
Like at this point, you could take one shot at this. You're gonna call timeout and ask their coach. So here's it. Like it's thirds first, so you could take one run at getting this out of the 4-foot. Kerri then probably might peel. The question is whether or not you think she's going to try to peel if you peel. I think that's the biggest question.
So you're suggesting possibly you could take one run at the yellow one on the right as we look at it on the long view? Yeah.
Yeah, and get rid of shot rock, the one that's right on the button. So get rid of that, and then is she going to peel or is she going to replace it is the question.
Yeah,
and if she replaces it and doesn't make it absolutely perfect, because it's in a really perfect spot right now.
Yeah.
If she doesn't get it to that perfect spot again, then maybe you've got an opening.
Yeah.
Or you play the intern come around, and you've got to move that rock, right? You've got to move it because you can't sit frozen onto it forever. So you've got to kind of skinny the guard and just tap it a bit to the.
Yeah, I like the first call because I when I'm looking at it here, I feel like if you get just shy of nose. Yeah, just shy of nose. I think you can possibly get both those rocks off the 4-foot and the one you're hitting goes to, and you're now sitting in a really good spot. Now, it's a heck of a hard shot, but I think it's a great outcome.
I think that's an interesting thought, Jim. I don't know that you need to worry, like you don't need to scare any of your guards. Like if you hit half a rock and get the one off the 4-foot and the shooter and the one you hit even just rolls to the edge of the 4, that's a great result too.
Yeah.
Like I think the worst thing you could do here is tick one of your guards and trying to make it too.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to touch our guards for sure.
Yeah. So I think you just run this yellow into the one on the 4-foot, which is I think that's what they're playing. And then I don't think you see Kerri. Well, if you see Kerri peel, then you're coming around and you're sitting top 4-foot.
Yeah.
Because you're still gonna have a guard, and I think you see Kerri throw the draw.
Either way, it's almost the same shot, no matter which, although...
Oh, they're playing it. That's okay. Now I disagree a little bit. They're trying to hold their shooter here. Yeah. They're trying to play this too cute again.
Yeah,
you don't need to be cute. This is the key to this shot is get the one off of the 4-foot.
Yeah.
Keeping rocks in play is not horrible. I don't hate that idea, but if you don't make this, you're coming close to the nose. Yeah. Well, it's not bad, actually. It's not bad. Probably, yeah. Kerri has to either guard that or get rid of it. And neither one of those are ideal right now, especially guarding it. Guarding it is not an ideal. That's not what she wants. That's probably what the bet, like just hit half of it and stay there is that's the most ideal shot. Guarding it is just not fun. Because it doesn't take it away. It just makes it harder to hit back into that pocket, but you've got a pocket now, right? So it's less precise when you've got a pocket.
Yeah, I think if you hit the red one a little bit on the low side, you might end up sliding half behind the other guards and open this up for the Japanese team too, possibly.
Yeah, but I'm okay with opening it up for a draw because that's a 2-shot, right? They've got to freeze into that pocket, then they've got to run something into it, and they don't have a lot of shots left, so it's like the decision at the end here is to throw a guard on it. It's interesting that she's playing Val's intern here, because you could just go edge of the 4 and play the out turn at this, but this has the potential of over curling. So let's see what happens here.
Yeah.
If you play Val's out turn with edge of the 4 and it over curls a bit, it's going to be over curling the way that you want it to be over curling. Not if this over curls, it leaves half a rock, they could still run it in.
Yeah, I think if you're guarding here, you got to make sure you don't allow them to run that road when the one they just threw there. Just threw, but yeah, got to make sure they can't do anything with that.
Let's see how it goes. Val can play this game, so wouldn't surprise me if she makes this perfectly.
Yeah.
But it's gonna leave a yellow-red. It's gonna leave them the yellow-red.
Yeah. It's tough though.
Oh yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Tough. Yeah. Yeah.
You could also kind of just jiggle things around a little bit here. And I don't think you can do that. I don't think your intern draw there's. That's not a possibility anymore. That's just a third shot. That's a really hard shot. You want to set it up so that you have a couple of ways to run this in at the end. So you could throw like a kind of a board waiter at the center line one. Try to roll your shooter out a bit and clatter onto the back red.
Yeah.
So look at those top ones, right? Think like with a 3/4 with board, and you roll your shooter over, and then like you kind of jiggle that front. You might have a couple of shots on your. You might have a couple of shots.
Yeah.
They call another timeout.
I don't know. I don't know how many they get, but I
don't
think
either.
they did.
I don't think they did either. It's a big shot. I think they still have some chances. I think they genuinely still have some chances. You could take a run at the. You could take a run right now at the yellow red, nose the yellow, or just a hair inside and catch just a corner of that red and drive it straight onto the one on the that's fighting the tee line.
Yeah.
To play that. It's all or nothing.
Yeah, I think it's. I think you got to make some kind of move over here to give yourself any kind of a shot for the last 2 shots. So
they're playing this really quiet with that ice. They're not playing it to like smash it, which is they're playing this to hold their shooter and try to nose this with like a really quiet. With that ice, it looks like a board plus kind of thing.
yeah, I don't know. I think you've got to throw it harder than that.
10, like they're throwing it with a 10.
I don't know, but I think you got to throw more than that, don't you? Like you got to move a lot of rocks here.
Yeah.
And not only that, it's going to be easier if you're throwing a little bit harder to call the line and everything. I just don't know if that was the right way. But
I actually they've got an in off. They've got you're gonna have to play that. They got an angle on the top guard. They got an in off on the left guard. They need a miss. They need a miss here, but you still have 2 rocks. This is third last, so they have a couple of chances to try to sneak one in there.
Yeah, there's enough guards out there that you could have went at that last shot a little firmer than that, and you're not gonna destroy your opportunities. But anyway, we'll see what she does here.
Yeah, I didn't hate the idea of just trying to jiggle things around a bit like that, but when the problem is you're playing Val and she makes everything, so now you're kind of in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so.
To put it straight up, you're in a pickle.
Yeah, a great big pickle.
I don't know that this shot gets you anything but third shot rock, 3/4 open, and I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Einarson's getting 3 this end, and this is the last. This shot. Like even if you throw this and make this perfect, if you make this perfect, Einarson throws a guard, and what now? Now what?
Yeah.
I don't know what happens next. That's the problem, Jim. Like you make this shot perfectly, great. Then what?
Where
Unfortunately, you still have to. I think perfect is like tap this to the back 4-foot and sit right there as third shot rock, maybe four shot, depending upon how heavy you throw this. Because if you bounce out anywhere, you're dead.
Yeah.
So you got to get as tight as the guard as you can with no weight. So yeah, this is not even going to be. This is not going to be close. This is already on the yellow.
Whoa.
Did I say 3, Jim?
You did, but
I'm going to go with 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking you might be.
Oh, wait. Oh, if they didn't sweep that in, jacks it up. Now what do you play? Like, I seriously don't know what you play if you're Kerri. I think you
just put it right on top of the same shot that she called, basically.
Yeah, the same shot that she called, but better. Did that pick? That had to pick because that went sideways at the end.
I don't know. It didn't seem like we'll see.
Let's watch this. Look at this. It's already tight. So it's already tight, and then they and then it just goes. Did I say 3, Jim?
Yeah,
that's just
that.
That's just. I'm gonna go with 4.
Yeah, and that's just light.
That's one thing that you always learn about curling is that the slide path on the home sheet always breaks down before the slide path on the away sheet because of all the people who walk out on the ice with warm sliders and just start sliding out of the hack.
Yeah.
So that's something that you're just going to have every single time.
Yeah.
So your slide path on the home sheet is always going to break down before the slide path on the away sheet.
Yeah. And she didn't give it much of a chance, to be honest, right?
No,
Even
no.
halfway down, it was pretty much done. So
Yeah, no, it was on the guard for him. It was on the guard pretty close. This line looks way better, but it's gonna bend, ladies. So much. There's just had to get it out there, right? Yeah. I would contemplate shaking hands right now. I'm not kidding when I say that. Like, there's no shot to not give them a draw for 4.
Yeah.
There is. I mean,
It
you
is
could.
a major mess.
There might be a shot to give them a draw for 3, but unfortunately, you're down 6-3, so that's not good.
No, you can't. I mean, if Kerri scores anything here, almost the game is pretty much over,
It's
and
pretty much over.
There's no way she's not getting. Well, she has to get 3. Like, there's no way not to get 3 with this shot. She comes down, taps that one, taps the one back, and she's still going to be sitting 3 before she throws one.
Yeah, I know. No, I would seriously contemplate shaking hands right now.
Yeah.
Saying, you know what, this was a fun game, but let's move on.
Well, here it comes.
Yeah.
It looks a lot nicer than the last shot.
Yeah, no, it's got a chance. It's got a chance at. I don't know what it has a chance at, but it has a chance. There you go.
Yeah.
Good shot. Really well executed. Perfect. Oof. Playing the intern. I'd be. Oh wait, there's a guard in the way. Never mind. No other shot.
Yeah, it's
just kind of. This is one of those chances where it's like, okay, if I don't throw this, would they probably shake? So let's try a little spinner. Let's try let's try to put her to the. Let's try to give her a little bit more rotation and draw the corner of the forefoot.
Yeah,
it's a good team practice shot. Let's see how her release is.
Yeah, could throw this one right into the broom bag. It wouldn't probably matter.
No. It wasn't.
It's early in the season, though. They like to make everything.
Spinner.
It's light to me, but
decided that no, I don't think they be. Yeah, I just lost it.
It wasn't light either.
No. Take 3.
Yeah. So a big 3-ender here for Kerri Einarson in end number 6. In this game between Einarson and Miura of Japan. Just waiting here to see, and they are in fact going to shake here, which will move Einarson to 3-1 or 3-1, 1-0 here in the Saville Shootout, and Miura will drop to 0-2 after a tough start today. And reminder as well that we are here all weekend. You can go to Curling Zone, check out the schedule, and see all the games that are going to be on, which games are broadcast and which games are just being played, and all of that. And be sure to like and subscribe to Curling Stadium. So on behalf of Matt Hames, myself, Connor Sims in production, and Rory, if he's on cameras out there, Rory as well, bid you good night for now, or good afternoon for now, I guess, where you are, and we will be back in a few hours.
Yeah, thanks everyone. We'll talk to you soon.